guys, this is Alan from Playside Financial. How are you today? So for today, for the past few days, I've been talking about how you can trade the US presidential election on Forex. So for today, I just want to show you can actually trade the US presidential election on binary option, and then I will show you the advantage and disadvantage on trading the election on binary option. And then I will show you how to trade with it as well. So first let's set up the indicators. So go to technical indicator. Yep, just that one right there. Just click on it. Okay, now we'll select the simple moving average. Put a tick there, and then we'll open the drop down. Okay, open the drop down for it. And then now we just need to select all the simple moving average there. Just make sure they're all selected. And then we'll go to parameter. So for parameter today is slightly different. So SMA1 is 7, SMA2 is 13, and SMA3 is 100. So remember this one and set up as instructed. And then next we'll go to the oscillator. So yeah, just click on the oscillator. Okay, so we will select the MACD. That's the second indicator we're gonna use, and open the drop down, and then go to parameter. And then for MACD is always the same, so we are using a 5, 35, and 5 parameter. So again, EMA1 is 5, EMA2 is 35, and signal is 5. So okay, so get that done and close the technical indicators window. Okay, so the last thing we are making sure here is the option period and chart period. So for option period, I'm using a 3 minutes option period, and then I will be trading with a 1 minute chart period. Okay, so let's talk about the timing for this strategy first. So okay, so the timing for you to trade is when, first we need to identify a trend direction. So by looking at the yellow simple moving average, you will see that it's on top of the candlestick and it's heading downwards. So now we confirm that the trend is in a uptrend, in a downtrend, and then now we see that in this spot here, the MACD crossover, and then that means that the trend that the MACD is telling me that the price is now moving towards to a bearish movement. So now what I'm waiting for is just the MACD to crossover. So you see that now the crossover, but then if we zoom in a little bit, we can see that they actually crossed over earlier. But then if we look at the MACD down there, we see that the purple histogram actually disappeared, and then the green histogram came out as well. So that's why I waited a little bit for another purple histogram to come out, and then that's why I opened that trade there. So so I just wanna talk about one thing that I haven't mentioned previously in regards to the MACD indicator. So for MACD, you can actually use the MACD to tell the trend direction as well. So the thing is that you see that zero line there, and then that is how you can tell whether the market is dominated by bullish movement or bearish movement. So if the two lines are below, if the two MACD lines are below the zero line, that indicates that the bearish price movement is dominating the market. So that is an indication of a downtrend. So if we combine this information, if we combine the information from the MACD with the yellow simple moving average, we can actually double check the trend direction, and that is actually another function for the MACD indicator. Okay, so I still have quite a lot of time here, so I guess I will just fast forward the video a bit, and then I would jump straight into the result. So okay, so just keep following the video, and I will talk about the disadvantage and the advantage of trading the US presidential election, and this is just the demonstration of the strategy. Okay, so the trade is now finished. and then it's ended in profit. So well, it's not bad. So next I will just browse a little bit more, and then I will try to place one more trade and then explain to you the disadvantage and advantage of the US presidential election. So okay, so you see, I have been fast forwarding the video a lot here, and that actually taking me a lot of time. And then that is actually the disadvantage. So the disadvantage for you to trade in binary option with the US presidential election is that you do actually need to wait for a longer period of time to place another trade. And I will explain it to you on the detail why this is happening. So I explain it to you later after I place a trade. So for now, let me explain the timing again for you to place a trade using this strategy. So okay, so now we see that the MACD crossover, the blue line is below the red line, and I have a purple histogram, and then now all I'm waiting for is just for the simple moving average to cross over. So I need the blue lines to be below the red line, and if they cross over, then I can place a trade there. So but it seems like it's almost there. So yep, there we go, and I opened a trade. So just a reminder is that the US presidential election is not only for US dollar pairs. So it actually affecting the currency market over the whole currency market. So we can actually trade whichever we want as long as we can identify a trend, and then we are good to go after the currency pairs. So we don't actually need to stay on the US pairs. Just keep browsing, and then you should be able to look for a good market for you to trade with. So next I just want to talk about the advantage and disadvantage of the trading binary option with the US presidential election. So the advantage is that as you see here, the trend is really stable. So once the these two simple moving average cross over here, the downward movement actually lasted for a long time, and then as long as we placed it a trade at when they cross over, most likely we are gonna take in profit with that option. But then that is actually the disadvantage as well, because you see that the downward movement actually continues for quite a long time as we are trading we are using a 1 minute chart here. So each candlestick equals to 1 minute, and that is almost 20 minutes there. So once we place one trade there, we do actually need to wait for 20 minutes to place 20 minutes to 30 minutes to place another trade. So that is the disadvantage, because the trend is really stable, really strong. So once we got one signal to place one trade, we need to wait for a long time until the next signal comes out. So that is the disadvantage for binary option. But then that disadvantage is gonna be the advantage for forex trading, because that movement there you're gonna earn more pips, and that means you're gonna make more profits with that strong and stable trend movement. Okay, so now the trade is finished, and then here is the result. So I only did 2 trades today because that actually took me a lot of time to wait for another purchase coming there. So again, the disadvantage for you to trade the US presidential election in binary option is that because the trend is stable and strong, that's why in order to trade in binary option, we place the trade at when the signal comes out. So once the signal comes out, we place that trade, and then the trend direction continue, and then when that continuation of that trend is gonna be really long, you're gonna need to wait for a long period until the next signal comes out, and then that is the disadvantage, which is the time consuming. But then that disadvantage again is gonna be the advantage in forex trading. So because when the trend continue means that direction continue, and then if we placed that trade there, and then we're gonna earn more pips, meaning that we're gonna have more profits with the position that we are holding. So just a reminder for you is that if you have a binary option account with us, you do actually have a Forex account with us as well. You can actually log into the MT4 platform with the same login information you use for binary option. So I would suggest you to take a look at both platforms and just to see which one might suit you better. So if you do have more funds to trade with, then I would suggest you to go with the Forex trading. But then if your fund is limited and if you don't mind to wait for a little bit, then binary option is gonna be your choice. So take a look at both platform and see which one is gonna suit you better. So well, if you do have any question, feel free to leave me a comment down there, and then I will get back to you as soon as possible. And well, I guess that's pretty much it for today. And well, if you like my video, give me a like and subscribe to my channel for more live trading video. And I will see you soon again tomorrow. Bye.